The wax flower is about resilience because this is a really beautiful flower. I first got to know it from my grandma because she has this beautiful big one. It's actually a plant that can grow really long. You would just wrap it around some wooden sticks. That's it about the resilience, because it would go through life. Whatever life would throw at the wax flower, she doesn't care. She would just grow. And she's also really great in letting things go. And that's also something you need to do in your life to become the version you really want to be. Because when you don't water the wax flower, it's really interesting because she would start to bloom. And that's exactly what life is about. When you go into the dry way, so like you doing things they scare you, you would dry yourself out like the wax flower. You would bloom because everything that's not necessary for you will fade away. And also, like, people would go, you would lose flowers, you would lose some petals, and that's okay, because when something is not longer serving you, then it's ready. It's okay to let go, because letting go is a really important process about your journey, about your life, to become the version you need to become in your life. Because when you have a vision, you want to do it, you want to go in this direction. There will be obstacles. When you go through them, it's not a straight way. Life is not a straight way. Even when you need to go in zigzag ways, you will achieve your goal. It doesn't mean that it takes longer because you need to go certain ways. But when you think about your intuition, your belly feeling is guiding you, you will always know what the next step is. And most of the people are scared about doing something new because they don't know what to do. But when they start with doing just something, for example, when you start social media, just do anything. When you go on TikTok, for example, and you would start there, it's even safer for you because nobody knows you. And you can just try out, be creative, and start your own thing. By doing so, by creating something, you will achieve something even brighter, because you will get into a rhythm, discover new layers of yourself. You could shed the old things. For example, being a shy person is something you can overcome. You just need to challenge yourself. Do things that would scare you. For example, I was scared about driving. I was always a good driver, but there was trauma in my early adult time that was kind of haunting me. And I knew that I'm going with a bigger truck here to Frankfurt. And I knew I need to overcome this fear. So I was working on that before I was going this week to Frankfurt. It was absolutely amazing, because when I walked through those fears, the actual driving was phenomenal. I was just by myself. I wasn't even listening to music because I enjoyed it so much. Being by myself, driving, focusing on the road, and then there appeared the full moon. And we had a super full moon on this very day when I drove into Frankfurt, and when you had the Frankfurt skyline. It was so breathtaking because there was the full moon next to the prominent building from Frankfurt, and that's a picture I did with my mind. I will always remind that, because I knew that I went through my fear, I challenged myself, and I got to Frankfurt, and I had the most incredible time here at the exhibition. So do what you fear, because that's the way it's going to be to achieve every goal you ever wanted.